In this video we are going to see about how to rectify the AC current, that is converting the AC current to a DC current, right? So AC current, you will have both positive half cycle and negative half cycle, and the current will flow in both the directions. But when you come to DC current, the current will flow in one direction, either in positive or in negative. We do the rectification using rectifier. So rectifier is nothing but a diode which will allow the current to flow through in one direction. Okay, so for rectification purpose we are going to see about how to rectify the half wave, full wave, and how to do the rectification using bridge rectifier. So for all these things we need a transformer to reduce the voltage, as we cannot directly use the 230 volt power supply, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to step down the voltage using the step down transformer. So what you are seeing is the step down transformer. So we can connect the transformer directly to the power supply, and the output you can take it from the two knobs, the red color and the black color, which one is positive and the other one is negative. So we can take the output from the transformer. So the reduced voltage we can verify using digital storage oscilloscope. As you know, digital storage oscilloscope is used to view the signals, right? So the signal is taken from the output of the transformer. And now let's see the circuit diagram of the transformer. So see to this diagram, you have one side the number of turns are high and the other side number of turns are low. This is what the step down transformer, and we are directly connecting the output of the transformer to the digital storage oscilloscope to verify what is the voltage we are getting from the output of the transformer, that is step down output. We are going to verify using digital storage oscilloscope. As you know that it is used for verifying the signal. Now we have given the direct 230 volt power supply to the step down transformer, and we'll see this step down output from the transformer in the digital storage oscilloscope. So we know that it is used for viewing the signal generated by the any device, right? So now the signal is available, right? The modified or transformed signal is available. So let me connect the output from the transformer to the digital storage oscilloscope. Right now there is no input given. Let me connect it and check whether we are getting the AC current. See, now I have connected the output of the step down transformer to the digital storage oscilloscope, right? So we have connected, and now we are getting the sine wave, right? So this is what the AC supply that we are getting, right? So check it out. So you can view the frequency and the voltage that we are receiving. So channel 1 is getting 5 volts, right? And the frequency you can calculate as in the same way what we have done in the generation of signals, right? You want to count the number of divisions in y-axis and number of divisions in x-axis, and the voltage value for each division and the frequency value for each division, and you have to check whether we are getting the correct signal or not, right? So we didn't do any rectification process, we just viewing the input signal, that is input AC current given to the transformer. We just stepped down, and now we are going to use the signal for rectification. As you know, we can rectify the signal using half wave rectifier or full wave rectifier or bridge rectifier. Let's see how to rectify the signal using half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier will rectify only one half cycle of your AC current. Either it may be a positive cycle or it may be a negative half cycle. Okay, so we can use a half wave rectifier for rectification of half of your AC current. So before getting into the rectifiers, right, so all these rectifiers will use the diode will act as a switch which allow the current to flow in one direction. That is, the diode, if forward biased, it will allow the current to flow through it, and in reverse biased condition it will block the current. It won't allow the current to flow through it. Thus this diode will enable the flow of current in one direction. So for that only we are using a diode to act as a rectifier. Now let we see the construction of half wave rectifier. For a half wave rectifier, right, we are using the transformer, right. So why we are using the transformer is, so we cannot directly give an input to the diode as 230 volt, so we are reducing, so that's why we are using step down transformer. So the windings, the number of windings in the input and the output may vary because it is reduced, since it is a step down transformer. So this is to reduce the input voltage, as what the diode we are using is won't work under 230 volts. That's why we are using transformer to step down the voltage, right. Now we are connecting it to a diode, right. So this diode will act as a switch, that is, this diode is used for performing rectification, that is, it will act as a rectifier. So this is basically a switch that will allow the current to pass through it when it is forward biased, right. So that is, forward biased is nothing but when you give a positive, right, then it will be activated, so it will close the circuit. So when you give forward bias to the diode, this will act as a switch. The switch gets on, right, the switch is in on mode, and the current will pass through it. It will allow the current to pass through it when forward biased. So the circuit will be closed and the current is allowed to pass through the switch, right. So normally in our home we are using a switch to turn on, right. So the same concept, the switch, this diode will act as a switch. Okay, so now we are connecting this to a load. So we need some load to check the output, right. So the load, what we are going to use is a resistor. We can use anything as a load. Now we are using a resistor as a load, right. Clear? And we can check the output. So now what we are going to do is, we'll take the output and give it as an input to the digital storage oscilloscope to view the rectified signal, right. So as you know, this is what the input, that is AC current, right. So it has both positive and negative, right. It is similar to your sine wave, right. So what will happen is, so when for the first half, right, so for this you will get positive here and negative here. So if positive is given, your diode is forward biased, right, and the current will flow through it and you get the output. So how you get the output is, right, you get this wave, right. So you get this in your output. Since the input is given inside the circuit, you will get the output, right. So the next, for the next say negative half cycle, right, so this becomes negative and this becomes positive, right. So it keep on changing, right. So if you give negative to this diode will switch off, that it is inactive, so the current, it won't allow the current to pass through it, right. So you won't get the output. Again, for the next positive clock cycle, right, again this will become positive and the diode will be forward biased, So the circuit is closed and it allows the current to pass through it. So you will get a output, right? So it will rectify only half wave. So rectification is converting your AC current to a DC current, right? So this rectifier, this half wave rectifier will rectify only half of the wave. That's why we called it as half wave rectifier. So simply if we insert a diode, right, that will act as a rectifier. Clear? So this is what the functionality of half wave rectifier. So when the current is allowed to flow, you get the signal. If it is open, right, if the circuit is open, the current won't flow through it, so you won't get the output, right? Have you understood? So this is what the functionality of half wave rectifier, right? So do you have any doubts? So the next is full wave rectifier, right? So I need to rectify this negative wave as well, that is negative half cycle as well, right? So in one direction, so direct current is in one direction, so I need to rectify this wave as well. So what we are going to do is, right, we are going to use one more diode to get the full wave rectifier. Let's see the construction. Now we'll see the full wave rectifier, the circuit designed for a full wave rectifier. As we know that we need to use a transformer, step down transformer, to reduce the voltage, input voltage. So in half wave rectifier we will connect only one diode, right? So that will rectify only the positive clock cycle, or sorry, positive signals, right, positive wave. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to connect one more diode at the other end, right? We connect it together and we connect it to the resistor, right? So this will be connected to the DSO to see the output. This is what the circuit diagram. So for that we need a center tapped transformer. We can't use this normal transformer, right? So that is center tap should be ground. So as we are not having this transformer, we will be using bridge rectifier. So this is what the circuit diagram of full wave rectifier. So what will happen now is, right, so if you give an AC current, right, if you give an AC current, so you have both positive and negative. See, right, now the diode 1 is in active mode, right? When the positive during the positive half cycle, right, this diode will be forward biased and the current will flow through it. The circuit is closed, you will get the output, right? So during the positive edge you will get the output. During the negative half cycle, right, so this becomes negative, right, this becomes negative and this becomes positive. So this diode gets activated, right, this diode is on mode. It will close the circuit and it will allow the current to pass through it. And this diode is reverse biased, so it won't allow the current to flow through it. So now we have connected, and this current will flow to the circuit, so you will get the output, right? Like this you will be getting a rectified signal, that is here AC current is converted to a DC current, right? So you can view this DC current using digital storage oscilloscope, right? So the only difference is we are connecting two diodes in full wave rectifier. In half wave rectifier we will connect only one diode, and you need a center tap transformer for full wave rectifier. Clear? The next one is bridge rectifier. Now what you need to do is, you have to use an online tool to design these two circuits, that is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier, and you have to take a snapshot of the output that you are getting, that is rectified wave, half wave and rectified full wave using half wave and full wave rectifier, and you need to include in the record. This is the circuit diagram of bridge rectifier, right? So this bridge rectifier is used to rectify the signal, right? So we have seen what is meant by bridge rectifier. Now this bridge rectifier will have 4 diodes, right? Let's see the operation now. So when you give the positive current, right, this diode will be forward biased and allow the current to pass through it, right? And this diode, right, we are giving positive to the other end, so this diode will get reverse biased, right? And see here you will be giving negative, right, and this positive will come here, so this diode is also forward biased. It will allow the current to flow through it, so your circuit get closed. And again when you come here, so this diode you are giving negative, so this diode is reverse biased, so this diode and this diode is now reverse biased, and these two diodes are forward biased. This will allow the current to flow through it, right? So in this direction your current will be flowing and the circuit gets closed, right? See here you are giving positive, so it will allow the current to flow through it, right, and the circuit gets closed. This diode is forward biased and this diode is also forward biased, right? Now you get the output for positive edge, right? And during the negative edge, right, see here, so when you pass negative, this diode is reverse biased now, and here it might be positive, so this diode is forward biased, right? So this diode is forward biased, so that it will allow the current to flow through it. When comes here, right, as you know that we are giving positive in this end, this diode is now reverse biased, so your current will flow through this end because this is negative, right? So here also negative and here also negative because we are connecting this end. So during negative edge, right, so this diode is reverse biased and this diode is forward biased, right? So these two diodes are forward biased during the negative edge, right? So this will allow the current to flow through it. Now your circuit gets closed and it will allow the current to flow through it. Again you are getting the output, right? So now your signal is rectified, right? So this is the working of bridge rectifier. Now we'll see the connection for bridge rectifier, right? So we have to connect it in this method, right? So instead of having this entire 4 diodes, we have one component called bridge rectifier, so we can use this instead of this diodes. So this is what the exact circuit diagram of bridge rectifier. So instead of having 4 diodes, we are having one common component called bridge rectifier, right? So this is connected with the transformer and the load, that is resistor, and the DSO, right, digital storage oscilloscope. So in this you have, right, positive, negative and tilt symbol, right? That is, you don't have any sign for the inputs, you're just simply connecting to this end, right? One end of the transformer is connected to this end, another end of the transformer is connected to this end. So the output from the transformer is connected to this 2 ends of the bridge rectifier, and the positive and negative is taken as an output and given to the load. From the load we can connect it to the DSO, right? The output from the resistor you want to connect it to the DSO to view the rectified signal. So let me show you how to do this. Now the connection for bridge rectifier is given. As I told you that you want to give the input to the transformer in the tilt symbol, right? So we have 4 pins So 2 are tilt symbol. So the output from the transformer, right, the output, that is yellow wire, that is given as input to the bridge rectifier in the tilt symbol. We have connected to the tilt symbol, and positive and negative represents, right, the output of the bridge rectifier. So the output I have given directly one to the resistor, directly I have connected in the breadboard itself, right, see here. And for the other end, negative, I have connected through this red wire, right. So see to that, so positive and negative are connected to the resistor, right. So resistor is the load. So the output from the resistor, right, is taken and given to the DSO, right. For that I have connected, so I used black wires for the output. So this output is given to the DSO to view the rectified signal. So let me see the rectified signal now. See here, instead of getting a sine wave, right, you are getting a rectified wave. Clear? So this is what the bridge rectifier will do, right? Rectification process through bridge rectifier, that is conversion of your AC current into a DC current. Now you can simulate this bridge rectifier using online tool, and you can complete this following table.